open up a portal into a different dimension. The man who recorded the video claims it's possible to open up some sort of mysterious portal by playing a series of audio tones with different frequencies through a Bluetooth speaker until a mysterious glowing portal emerges out of thin air. The video has been well debated whether it's real or fake, but the only way to find out is if I try it myself. There's a lot of reasons why this video could be fake, but there's also why it could be real. And the best reason is because he uses audio tones to actually open the portal. Audio tones are very mysterious and not well known by scientists. It's even theorized that the ancient Egyptians used audio frequencies to levitate the 2-ton bricks used to build the pyramids to the very top of the pyramid. It is still a mystery to this day how exactly the Egyptians built the pyramids. It was even rumored that the mysterious Coral Castle was built using sound frequencies to levitate the gigantic bricks used to make it in place. The Coral Castle was built by one single man who claimed to know the ancient Egyptian secrets of how they built the pyramids. And many religions all around the world use sound frequencies while meditating to reach a higher consciousness. Sound frequencies are truly not yet understood fully by scientists to this day. Could they be used to open up portals to different dimensions? Many people believe this is actually possible, and we're finding out tonight. If this video actually works and we get 40,000 likes, I will open up this portal again at 3 a.m. I've got my Bluetooth speaker connected to my computer with the exact same sound frequency generator used in the viral video. This is it right here. We need to play sound frequency 528, and according to the video, this will actually fracture time right above the Bluetooth speaker. After that happens, if we play the sound frequency 525 over top of it, this will open up a portal to a different dimension, sort of like a wormhole. This will let us know if the viral video is actually a hoax or it's real. So I'm going to play sound frequency 528 right now. I am so scared. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I hear the frequency being generated. Whoa. And I see something right there. Do you see that? Whoa, it is working. It is working. Okay, guys, we're gonna play the next frequency over top of it, and that's 525. Whoa. Do you guys hear the sound? Okay, so this should open up a portal. Oh my God. It's working. Whoa. Whoa. Do you guys see this? What the heck? Where is that? Oh my God. Wow. Where is that, guys? If anybody knows where that is, let me know in the comments right now. I can't even believe this. I cannot believe my... And the portal's closing. Portal's... There it goes, just like that. Just like that, it's gone. Guys, like the portal might not be able to like hold itself for very long. I don't know what happened. Oh my God, did you guys see that? The viral video is real, guys. That is insane. That
of electricity from water energy. Electricity is generated by using the kinetic energy of flowing water is called hydroelectricity. Thus, the electric power that is generated is called hydroelectric power.
Electricity is generated from flowing water at hydroelectric power plant. A high dam is constructed on one side of the reservoir to hold back the water. The generator house is at the base of the dam on its other side. Water flows down through pipes from near the top of the dam to generator house below. It strikes the blades of a water turbine with tremendous speed, making it rotate. The turbine rotates the shaft of a generator to which it is connected. This makes the generator produce electricity. In this way, the kinetic energy of flowing water is used to rotate the turbine, and the rotational kinetic energy is converted into electrical energy.
It is not necessary to set up large dams for hydroelectric plants. Small hydroelectric plants can be set up to generate electricity from a few hundred kilowatts to thousands of megawatts.
Such plants can use water diverted from a waterfall or from a dam built for irrigation. Advantages of hydroelectricity.
The source of energy, that is water, is free and renewable. Production of the energy from flowing water is pollution-free process with no smoke, chemicals, etc. are being produced.
The cost of electricity generation is low as compared to electricity generated from other types of power plants.
Dams built for hydroelectric power plants also helps in flood control and irrigation.
Dams built for large hydroelectric plants submerge a large area of land underwater. This affects the plants and animals of the region. Not all rivers and not all areas are suitable for hydroelectric power generation.
Devices that have electric motors, such as kids' toys, table fans, toothbrushes, hair dryers, and this electric cutting knife. But how does the electric motor work? You turn it on and somehow it starts rotating. Why is that? In this video, we'll cover the basics of electricity and magnets, and then put it all together to understand how the motor works. As soon as there is a break in the wire, the electricity stops flowing and the light bulb goes off. The path must be complete for the circuit to work. This is best done through the use of a switch. Electricity is flowing down the wire. This is called conventional flow. If we take the battery out and flip it, then the current will flow the other way. The light bulb will still work in either case, but there are some devices that will work differently depending on which way the current flows. Okay, so that's the basics of a circuit. Now let's come over here. This is a magnet. It has a north pole and a south pole, and it likes to attract other metal objects like these paper clips. If you bring another magnet towards it, opposite poles attract, and the same poles repel. Magnets don't have to be in this shape. For example, some magnets might be more flat like this. You can think of this magnet as always on, it's always working, you can't really turn it off. That's why it's sometimes called a permanent magnet. It's made up of many smaller magnetic domains that are lined up in the same direction. But later I'll show you a type of magnet where this is not always the case. Let's take one of our permanent magnets and drill a hole in the center and put it on something that will allow it to spin. Now bring another magnet towards it. Our spinning magnet will immediately line up until opposite poles are right next to each other. Now switch out the side magnet. The same poles repel and opposite poles attract. If we keep switching out these side magnets, then our spinning magnet will just keep spinning. This concept of the spinning magnet is really important. We'll come back to it in a moment. Here's a metal bolt which is not a magnet. It's made up of magnetic domains, but they are pointing in random directions. Same things that a permanent magnet can. It can pick up pieces of metal, and it has a north and a south pole which will attract or repel other magnets. But the electromagnet is special in the sense that it can be turned on or off, just like the light bulb. You can't do that with a permanent magnet. Now watch what happens when we flip the battery. The electric current was flowing this way, but now it flows the other way. This will cause the poles on our magnet to switch places. North will become south. Connecting these wires would prevent the bolt from spinning freely, but what's important here is the concept of the spinning electromagnet. Now let's switch the wires to reverse the poles on the electromagnet. The same poles repel and opposite poles attract. Now reverse the polarity again. Same poles repel and opposite poles attract. If we keep switching the polarity, our electromagnet will just keep spinning. To make this stronger, let's bring in another permanent magnet on the side. Notice how this side has the south pole towards the center, and this side has the north pole towards the center. The side magnets work together to spin the one in the middle. This right here shows the very basics of an electric motor, but we need to make a few improvements. The two side magnets can be replaced with stronger curved magnets. And instead of a bolt with wires, we're going to use a metal loop. And instead of a bolt with wires, we're going to use a metal loop. This is called the armature. Connect our wires and we have a circuit again. This time you can think of the electromagnet as flat like this with the south pole pointing up. Now the armature will spin until opposite poles are lined up. We can keep it spinning by switching the wires just like we did before. But this is a lot of work to sit here and manually switch these wires. We need to add something to the armature called a commutator. It's a ring with gaps on the opposite sides. The commutator will spin along with the armature. Now we connect the circuit with two brushes on the side. These brushes will slide along as the commutator spins, and they are spring-loaded so that they always maintain contact. The current flows from the wire, through the brush, the commutator ring, the armature loop, and back through the other side. Now we have our electromagnet and the armature spins. As we come around this time, the brushes will switch contact to the other side of the commutator ring. Remember, there's two brushes, so this is happening on both sides. Before the switch, the current in the armature is flowing this way. After the brushes switch sides, current will flow the other way. This means the electromagnet switches polarity, which will cause the armature to keep spinning. This commutator ring does the same thing as switching the wires like we were doing before, but this time it does it all on its own. It will continue to spin as long as we're connected to a battery. Disconnect the battery, no more electromagnet, and the spinning stops. Now so far we've only used one loop on the armature. This will cause our motor to have an irregular speed, and in fact, we could get stuck in this position is called a torque. Stronger torque means a faster spin. There are some things we can do to improve the torque of the motor. Electromagnets are stronger when there are more wires. This is true when we wrap more wires around the metal bolt, and it's also true when each of our armature loops are made of many wires. The motor will have stronger electromagnets, which means it will spin faster. If you look at some pictures of real electric motors, you can see lots of wires wrapped around. And yes, this is the same reason. Wrapped around means stronger electromagnets. Another way to make this stronger is to use more electricity. Let's learn a few more terms here. The type of spinning motion. Once it's spinning, we can use this to make different devices move. In this case, a kid's toy. Or even a fan that cools your room. The spinning of the motor can be converted to other types of movement, such as the side-to-side motion that we see in this fan. Or how about this electric cutting knife? Each electric cutting knife. Each blade is going back and forth. It all starts with the spinning of the motor to turn a gear, which then pushes these two pieces back and forth. So hopefully this video has made a few light bulbs go off in your brain. If you like learning new things,